Any person continues to disrupt the meeting by words or actions, the person shall be removed from the meeting. Tonight we have one speaker, Jay Combs.
Well, good evening and thank you for having me. I want to start by telling you something that you already know very well. The teachers, leadership, and staff of Smith Elementary School are amazing. They are incredible educators. And for 4 years, they worked hard to provide the best learning experience possible to my son, to my wife and I's son. And that's not an easy task. You see, he's visually impaired. He reads, writes, does math via Braille, only Braille. He gets around by use of a mobility cane, and that presents difficulties. But the Smith Elementary School is top-notch in how they dealt with that. However, the school board needs to hear about challenges as well as congratulations. You see, 2 years ago, the Special Education Executive Department decided to remove our son's Braille teacher and replace her with an out-of-state contractor doing teleteaching. If that sounds incredible, insane to you, to teach a blind student via television, that's because it is. It's like teaching a deaf student over the telephone. And my wife and I, of course, objected to that. And the school district went to the lengths of actually hiring a lawyer who spent an entire day at the meeting with my wife and I. Thousands of these taxpayers' dollars were spent to defend this teleteacher. Ultimately, the school relented, and they hired an emergency certified teacher who had not even completed her course studies in Braille yet and had never taught an academic Braille student. Unfortunately, my wife and I had to make the heartbreaking decision that the needs of our son required us to resort to schooling for our son privately so that we can have access to teachers who are experienced and could meet his needs. Last year, while he was still a student in this school district, he competed on behalf of this very school district in an event called the Braille Challenge. It's kind of like the National Spelling Bee, but it's all in Braille. And it's, to the Braille students, it's every bit as important as the National Spelling Bee. He won that event at Region 10, and his score was high enough that he was called upon to represent the state of Texas, the entire state of Texas, in international competition at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. In fact, he was one of the top 10 students in the world last year. He wasn't recognized by this board, but he was one of the top 10 students in the world, and he represented the state of Texas with pride. At the end of the regionals, he received 3 things: a backpack, a Braille Monopoly game, and he was so proud to receive those. But he also received a Braille printer. It's called an embosser. And after the conclusion of that event, his teacher told us that they would keep the embosser at the school to use them. And we, of course, agreed. But when we made the heartbreaking decision to remove Levi from the school district, or remove
Mr. Combs, I apologize, your time's expired.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.